Richard Jakpa. In fact, it was Saturday morning that I saw. In fact, I got the information a bit earlier. But Saturday morning, it was officially confirmed that there was an attack on him at InnoLink. What does the party know about exactly what happened to Mr. Jakpa?
Like I earlier stated, I've been the InnoLink security setup didn't help the matter, and even the security people were there, because if you don't have an accreditation, you cannot move into the printing house and even to the extent get access to the boardroom. So when Mr. Jakpa was with the officers of InnoLink and we're discussing of issues about this excesses and how they are going to manage it and all that, this gentleman managed his way through all the security checkpoints up to the boardroom where Mr. Jakpa was seated. With the accreditation, he didn't have accreditation. He didn't have anything. So who allowed him to get into that point? That's the question we asked them yesterday. Well, it's a matter of an investigation by the police. But we thought that was wrong. And he has no business. And Jakpa was saying, look, I don't know you. You don't have accreditation. If you have issues, then deal with the printers or electoral commission. I have no business discussing anything with you. Because he started confronting Jakpa about the things that you are asking for. We don't have it. We don't have it. We don't have that information. So, why should you be asking me? Ask the printers or the electoral commission. I'm also a stakeholder and I'm doing my job. If I go to the print house, why should I be questioning NPP? I will not question. I will question the printers or I will question the electoral commission. I have no business questioning the other political parties. We are all stakeholders there. So that is the problem. The gentleman has no business talking directly or trying to deal with Mr. Jakpa at that point, because Mr. Jakpa was not representing the electoral commission. He was also not representing the printers. He was representing the NDC. And so if you have issues and you want to address, the place to place your concern. And so we reported the matter.
Do you know this gentleman?
Oh, we know him very well.
You know him? Has he been involved in the entire printing exercise?
Well, the first day we met the electoral commission, when they were about to start the printing, the first meeting we held, he represented the NPP with another lady at the meeting. I was there with my other colleague, Madi. And then, so I know him very well. I think yesterday, he came up for the meeting, but unfortunately he has to leave because they were looking for two reps. And then the NPP came with Inimaku and then Machomen, and additional two. The gentleman was part of it. And then when they saw that the EC was looking for two people, they had to chicken out. They left the place. We did not see them until the meeting ended. So I know him very well.
What's his name?
Interestingly enough, I've never asked of his name. That's very funny. On the part of me, I've never asked of his name. I want to see him, and then when we had the meeting, and then that was the first time he came for that meeting. Until yesterday, I met him again, but I've never asked of his name.
Was Mr. Jakpa physically hurt in any way?
No. I mean, old soldier is always a soldier. I mean, he's gone through all this before, so he's a strong guy. I mean, he's not shaking at all.
I see. In the meantime, before I let you go, there's a flyer making the rounds that is attributed to Isaac Osewusu, Joe Osewusu, who is first deputy speaker in parliament, who claims that there's apparently a poll that was conducted that only you within the internal people within the NDC, those who are handling the elections, and of course the executives and your counterparts in the NPP know about. Senna does not know. Nancy does not know. None of my colleagues know. Nobody listening to me knows. But it's between those of you within the NDC in the top hierarchy and involved in election, and your counterparts in the NPP, and you all know that from those polls the NPP will win the election. Have you seen that?
Where is he coming from? You see, this morning I want to sanitize my words. But people like that, they should be dismissed with the contempt they deserve. Completely. What is he talking about? Is it the one they did at the Flagstaff House that came and said John Dramani Mama and Baumia were head to head, and that there was no clear winner. Is that the one he's talking about? Quickly, that one didn't even survive. For just less than 4 days, it collapsed on their head because nobody took them serious. A whole presidency, when they did their own, they said they were not even having confidence in their own candidate to beat John Mahama. The others said they were neck to neck. What is he talking about? I am telling you that today, if they bring ballot box for us to vote, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama will get not less than 54% of the vote. Today, I'm telling you, mark it, Senna. They can do all that they are doing, what they want, but I'm telling you, JM is winning the election first round massively.
First round?
Massively.
With not less than 54%.
I am telling you. Let's mark it. And we are not even going to cross up to midnight, December 7th. By 11:30 thereabout, he would have won the election and the whole country would be agog. Everybody will be happy because we are declaring another independent. Everything is working for us. Every strategy we have put in place is working. And we are tracking all the figures. As we speak now, we are tracking it. And we will make sure that we go by it and it will come to reality. We know what we are doing. They won't force us to bring our strategy public. They can talk all their distance. We will not tell them. And they will never know. We will continue to operate a submarine strategy. The only thing they will get to know is December 7th. That day they will see our real colors. We are not going to relent. We won't allow this nonsense to continue in this country. We must reset this country. We can't continue this path. We have a generation to protect. And that is what we are doing.
Doc, thank you very much for speaking to us.
I'm grateful.
Dr. Attạ Rashid Computer is Deputy Director of Elections and IT of the National Democratic Congress, joining us on the line for a conversation. Well, you know, the issues that were raised by Nancy were raised by Mr. Richard Jakpa. In fact, this Friday is a holiday, so we'll spend some time, instead of me coming to sit here and boy this thing again, we'll play back that particular interview and share with you the things that he said. For the sake of clarity, even what we play this morning is clear enough. Mr. Richard Jakpa at no point in time said that the EC was doing anything. He explained exactly what his issues were and how in fact, he didn't say that when I went there, I went to the Electoral Commission. He said, I sat with the printers. Yeah. He didn't say, I talked to the Electoral Commission. He said, I sat with the printers. So which means he was clear what his issues are and who was addressed to address those issues and got a response. In fact, if you listen to the rest of the interview, he actually talked about how they agreed at a resolution interim measure that everybody was comfortable with. So we'll share that interview with you this Friday, what Mr. Richard Jakpa said about the printing process. But in the meantime, the presidential ballot printing exercise is on hold. Interesting to hear. SM, they say only Central Region is left. So they printed all the ballot papers. Except for Central Region.
Yemfane say GFP phone. The Kuyadonko party. The candidate akwa Electoral Commission for say Kwesi ena age na ya name. Ni say no Central Region pena kana ya print other regions ni presidential ni nyina wie. Ya betiti nyina mu na ya sa print foforo.
You see, and that is the decision that's left for the Electoral Commission. So with this move that's been taken by the EC, I think for the first time I don't have a problem with their move, because it could have been any other political party, one. And two, you must also always ensure that you don't put yourself in a situation where somebody will use it against you.
Okay.
Because when people lose, they find ways of what they call it, comforting themselves. So I think that I agree with them when it comes to the 10 days they've given. But what they do with the ballot papers is the bigger issue, because that's a lot of money. Those are security documents. Security documents are not cheap. When they print security document for you, it's not like you will go and say, "Oh, print this thing for me and let me." No, it's a security document, because from what was explained by Mr. Richard Jakpa, it goes through various stages. Even serializing is a different stage altogether, where they input the serial numbers. So everything about that document cost money. It's not cheap. In any other place, it should be easy to send an email to the EC, make a request, or file a petition at the EC and make a request for them to disclose how much they spend on the printing exercise. Well, but maybe it can be tried. It can be tried. But that's where we are in terms of the printing. They are still printing parliamentary ballot papers.
But presidential
on hold. Yeah. So presidential is temporarily on hold.
But I agree with you when say one way you be trust be at wha that be see.
Yeah.
Na akwa be before.
Yes,
So
yes.
I agree with them.
Yeah, it cannot be different stroke for different folks. It must be the same stroke for everybody. So I agree with that move. Question is, how would they deal with it?
The only problem here is sikasemo, because Ghana is sikasemo nye. Sikasemo nye, and nina no so bono de bebo aban otisui.
Are you sure? Are you sure they don't have money?
Oh, this can be all.
Oh, from what they are spending during this election process, except you see, what do you say? I think that the difficulty is that when people are walking into office, we see them. Do you understand? And when people are coming to power, we know them. They came from communities. They were working somewhere. They were doing particular types of job before they went into office. Okay. And people could tell what they can afford or what they cannot afford. Their means before they walked into office, people can tell. Even if I don't know you, somebody will tell me that this guy, I know him. He used to work here. He was like this. They can tell. Then what you are now is another issue. So nobody can tell me that some of the money is being spent on the elections are from people's pockets. Their salaries are not that. They don't have that amount of money. Nobody pays them that amount of money from their salaries. So these are most of them are monies that generally, if we're living in a serious country, there'll be serious questions to ask. But we all pretend that we don't see.
Even this your constituency. Hello.
I know.
Jefferson Saki, the kind of money he's throwing about. Where did he get? Where has he gotten the money from? Where did he get that money from?
So president.
The money Jefferson is throwing up. Common health. Was it health work? And then
say work here be
the fitness.
Whatever it is they call it.
Say
health
work.
So whatever. Alone. The money they chew about, and after the work, the party alone.
The other party.
Drinks in here, do you
when did this happen?
That was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks
How
ago.
you didn't tell me?
Like you have been there.
I'll go. What are you talking about?
And